Hello? Hey, hi, hello. Hey, hi, hello. I actually cannot hear myself. I feel like it would be better if I can. Ah! Hold, hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hey! Okay, I can hear myself from another window. Uh. Ah. Okay, so this thing works. I don't sound that crisp though. Okay. This is I don't like that. I'm watching myself right now. This feels unreal. Okay. So, um I'm only making this video, this live thing. Guys, just shut up. Um just to test this thing. So, there's literally no point. But I'm just going to take the opportunity and oh, actually, right, I don't have to wear this the whole time. I can do this. I'm actually not very comfortable doing this. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Hmm. Uh-huh. Or I could do this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. What the fuck am I talking about? All right. So, so I've been going to online college for over a year already, and if I can, I would turn off my camera and Zoom and try not to speak, because I don't have a mic, and so every time I speak, I sound very muffled, and I sound like I'm underwater. Last week I was like, hey, I need a mic. So for my birthday, my aunt gave me this headset with a mic. So now I sound normal again. Um, yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Okay, uh, I guess it would be cool for me to take this opportunity to sort of talk about my short film. If you have any questions, a bit of a Q&A session, if you may. Also, another devastating issue is that my webcam is right here. My web Usually it's up there, but now it's in this laptop. It's right here. Um, yes, this is alive. So every time I turn on my camera, people would be looking at me from a low angle, as if I'm the big boss. But really, they're just staring at my neck. So this is why I don't like to turn on my camera in Zoom, because I don't want people to look at me like this. It is embarrassing, and it makes me want to cry. Uh, but yeah, I probably sound pretty cool right now. I can't hear anything actually. Um, So that is not true. Uh, I film my videos with my phone usually. I'm using my laptop now. This is actually my laptop, thus the bad video quality because my laptop sucks. Uh, and it's still better than the other PC in the other room that sort of freezes and crashes every 5 seconds. But yeah. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about the short film. If you have to my two viewers, uh, yeah. I finally premiered the short film, and I don't feel anything anymore. I don't even feel excited about it anymore because um I've been waiting for this short film to premiere for so long. I feel numb. It's actually, I feel like this is kind of similar to the DSEs. I've been anticipating this day for so long. I've been prepared to be not prepared, but like I've ever since I was in primary school, like year 5, I've been thinking, wow, by the time DSE comes, I'm gonna lose my humanity. It's gonna be death and destruction. But when it actually happened, I feel nothing. It's so much, it's not much, So, you know, anticipation thwarts anticipation. But yeah, the writing the short film is nightmarish. I actually did not enjoy the filmmaking process at all. It is hell, and I don't like filmmaking. I like watching films, but filmmaking is actually really tiresome and soul draining process, especially the writing part. I mean, the filming part is fun, but the first part of filmmaking, writing the script, that is the worst. That is actually the worst thing. Okay, so I just can't help but look at my own face, and then there's a camera here, and then there's but yeah, writing the script is easily the worst part. Because I always have an idea for a story. I have a long list of cool story ideas. I store them in my phone, but to turn those ideas into actually good stories is incredibly difficult. Like you need characters, you need conflict, you need structure. Uh, and if I defy from that, I can. Art is all about defying rules, but that also means straying from the mainstream and not pleasing everybody. Some people are gonna look at this shit and be like, "Wow, it's so artistic and abstract. I don't like it." Whereas if you make mainstream more accessible, more palatable stories, it's for the business. It's for the people to enjoy. You want people to enjoy it. So it's very different things. And I try to strike a balance in the middle. You look at directors like Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, and they're very famous, and that's because they managed to blend their art and their style with this mainstream aesthetic, so it's easier to palette their movies. But there are actually a ton of directors out there right now whose movies are more abstract and weird. Nobody has ever heard of them. Um, or they're just not as famous, like Darren Aronofsky. I mean, like his movies are, I won't say palatable, but some of his earlier stuff, actually Black Swan is pretty accessible. I think Black Swan is nominated for Best Picture. Did it? It was really good, but obviously it's just a rip-off of Perfect Blue. We all know that. Um, but yeah, writing a story is difficult. Writing a good story is even more difficult. And people who are like, "Oh yeah, writing a story is easy peasy. I can finish writing a story in 3 days." Well, if you can write a story in 3 days, then that story must suck ass. Okay? Because a good story requires a lot of thinking, a lot of rewriting. Your first draft will always suck. It's always garbage. Your first draft will never see the light of day because it's the cringiest piece of shit ever. And so is your first rewrite. So is your second rewrite. So is your third rewrite. Your fourth. Your fifth. your first 10 rewrites. If you're trying to write a TV show, it's going to require at least 50 rewrites in order for it to be good. And that's kind of what I'm expecting if I ever actually write a TV show, is that I'm going to rewrite it for like 80 times. Um, so far for my latest short film, my Dreams of an Empty Street short film, I didn't rewrite it that many times, but I think it's 4 or 5 times. So that sucks. Yeah. Also the story um has gone through so much change. At first, okay, I'm gonna tell you how it started, right? Dreams of an Empty Street starts off like a fucking novel. The sky was dark and purple smoke seeps out from beneath. There's a lonely, miserable man in the middle of the road, standing really weird, has a weird pose. There's a street light at the side. It it shines upon him and it casts a very strangely shaped shadow. It's very cinematic. What game am I playing? I'm playing I'm thinking of a joke. I can't think now. I'm playing the game that is life. I'm playing the game that is life, that is living, climbing the ladder of power, okay? Um that's what I'm going to do. I have a lot of, even though I'm only 19 years old, I feel like an old man. I carry a lot of regrets and pain and remorse on my back. And every day I wake with these pains. Every day I sleep with these pains. And one of the pains is that I have never truly, um, I mean, I have, but it's not enough. In the secondary school days, I was a coward. Natalie asked me to join the student union, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna join the student union. I'm not gonna join the student council because I thought that I would become a clown if I do that. I would become the funny man. In the promo videos, I would be the funny guy, and I would be clowned on, and it would ruin my reputation. But honestly, it doesn't even fucking matter. Reputation isn't formed by one thing. It is formed by many things. Okay, so if you say something cringy, um, you do something cringy, and people will laugh at you at laugh at you because of that, and you live with that. You embrace it. But people's impression of you change. If you say something cringy and the next time someone bring that up, you act mature about it, they start to develop, oh, okay, so you admit that you've done something cringy. See, this is how you sort of build your reputation, sort of like a tower. You sort of build one layer on top of one another. When you're writing characters, you start with the base, the lowest form, and that is how the character looks, their appearance. So you first see someone and you say, okay, blue and green shirt, blue pants, nice shoes. Okay, you're a stylish person. And then the next thing is what how that person talks and who they are, and who they are doesn't mean doesn't exactly say who they really are. Like someone's identity and someone's worldview can actually be really drastically different. Like you can be the fucking um I don't know, like what kind of jobs says something about you, like doctor. Oh, you're a doctor, so you love saving lives, right? You're a good guy. That's not true. Maybe you're a doctor because you like seeing your patients suffer. You like seeing people die. You like harvesting organs. Um you're a politician, so maybe you're a bad guy. You're corrupt. You take bribes. You lie. You filibuster. You bullshit. But is that the truth though? Are there good politicians out there? Uh, are you a politician because you actually want change and the good of the people, or are you yeah, or so yeah, people people, person, things. Um, that's how I approach my characters. You know, my favorite thing about writing a story, the characters. I love writing characters. I think characters are the essence of the story. Now that isn't true in every movie and TV show ever. Okay, it's more true in TV shows because in TV shows you actually need compelling characters to compel you to watch the next episode and the next season. If a TV show doesn't have any good characters, you know what? Just drop it. It's boring. It's uninteresting. But a movie is different because a movie is a contained piece of art. You know, it is basically a moving painting. A painting doesn't need interesting characters to be a good painting. Uh, good characters would be cool. But it's not necessary in my opinion. So when I studied film script writing a little earlier, I want to make a serious film. But do you think you can just make a film with a camera, no lighting, no equipment? You can, but you need to be creative. I think um um you don't need top tier equipment to make a good film. You just need to make good use of the environment, I think. I don't even have a lot of experience. I've only made technically 3 short films. I've made more than that, and I've made a bunch of YouTube videos, obviously, but like actual narrative feature shorts, I've only made 3, so that's kind of bad. And the first 2 is literally garbage. And in the future, I'm going to be making 2 videos reacting to the 2 short films I've made. And it's funny because it's 2 very drastically different short films. The first one, I have like it's I only have one camera guy and me and a bunch of kids who can't even act. And it's terrible because there's no lighting and it's a pretty cheap camera. I think is it filmed in 720p? No, actually it is filmed in 2K, 1080p, which is fine, but it's bad obviously. Like I didn't think of the camera movements or anything. My idea is okay, shaky cameras. Uh Whatever, I didn't really care about blocking or anything, when I was 13 years old. I don't even know what blocking is. And then my second short film is a little bit more uh, competitive. We There's an actual crew, but here's the thing: the script is trash. The script is trash, and I didn't know how to direct. I just stand there like an idiot. So the DP, aka the camera guy is the DP. It's actually a she. She just comes up with shot ideas on her own, and I'm just like, okay, okay, and it's bad, and it's also so poorly planned. Like we would film a shot, and then I would be like, okay, what is the next shot? I don't even know where to go next. I don't even know. It's bad. So filmmaking requires a lot of planning actually. I've made over 20 short films. The editing, camera work, the directing, I did all, and all of them didn't have planning. We went to secluded pool with my actors. Yeah, improvisation, the Wong Kar Wai way. It's good. Depends on what kind of vibe you want, really. But yes, script writing is the worst part. I loathe script writing. I think my approach to script writing is I will write my version first. A script is not uh, a novel, okay? When I think of a story in my head, I don't think it like I'm writing a script. When I think of a story, you know, starts off with the morning or night. Um, in a script you start off with morning or night, but when you think of a story, it doesn't start like that, you know. But in a script, there's a strict format. So what I do is I just write it down like a novel. Like I just write down with really weird words, and then afterwards I translate it to a script, which I guess is the easy part. But rewriting the script is actually the worst part. Like you're gonna have people tell you, "Oh, the script, it's bad. Like it's too fast paced," and then another person will read it and be like, "Oh, it's too slow paced. It's boring," and then someone's gonna read it and be like, "Oh, it's too long." Someone else is gonna read it and be like, "Oh, it's too short." And you kind of have to filter all of them and figure out, okay, so whose advice should I follow? The worst thing is cutting. Script cutting is the worst part in filmmaking. When someone's like, "Oh, the script is too long, cut it short," and you have to cut down your favorite scene, it's like murdering your own children. It is terrible. Yeah, script writing sucks. Um, Also Courier 12, that is not a font I like. I like Arial, clean, clear, but the industry standard is Courier 12, so I guess. I dislike screenwriting too, but well, yeah, screenwriting sucks. And then there's the planning, which also suck, but suck less. Um, and depends on how many people you know, connections. So if you know a lot of people, who yeah, acting is fun too. I like acting actually. So when I grow up, I don't want to direct only. I want to act too, because if I direct too much, I will die of like anxiety because um directing is stressful. If something goes wrong, it's your fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it actually is, it's your fault because you're the director. So you bear all the responsibility. Um and that is a lot of stress. But also, you kind of don't know how your movie turn out, If your movie suck, everybody's going to be like, "Aha, your directing sucks." And it's a lot of stress. So sometimes I just want to be an actor. Just do something small. I think being a cinematographer now, I actually haven't studied cinematography class in my college. Um, I really want to, but I haven't. But I feel like that's gonna be pretty fun. Sort of you know, choosing. I mean, this is also kind of the director's job, but choosing what kind of shots you want, what kind of angle, what kind of movement, how fast paced these shots are, also the director's job, obviously. When I explain to people what is the director's job, I say everything. The director is responsible for everything. Like he just doesn't, he figures out the editing, the acting, the cinematography, the production design. I mean, the production design is also kind of responsible for the color palettes, but also the DP. The DP is also kind of responsible. You know, if you've seen movies with Roger Deakins as the DP or a legendary Vittorio Storaro as the DP, The Conformist, The Last Emperor, Bernardo Bertolucci. The colors, oh my god, so good. Suspiria is really good. Suspiria colors, amazing. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. But when I arrive at the USA, I'm not gonna have a saying anymore. Okay, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want to make a short film about this and that. No, 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 no. I can't do that anymore. I'm a team player, but now I still can, even though it really costs. And then I'm gonna come back to Hong Kong, maybe, and direct movies here, probably. And then back and forth. Yeah, of course the director doesn't really need to do anything technically, but he directs. He say everything. The director plan everything in their mind. Yeah, that's true. If you want to be Alfred Hitchcock, you gotta direct like Alfred Hitchcock. The whole movie plays in your head, from the pacing to the shots to the blocking to the colors to the music to the title graphics. Um, or that's the job for Salt Bass. Um, I don't know. I really want to make conspiracies. Dreams of an Empty Street is just a warm up, to be honest. It's just a warm up, and I feel like it doesn't really capture my style all that well. And I have to blame that to the lighting because I didn't expect there to be this many goddamn street lights in the street. So not only does the whole final scene look really yellow, if you look at the original raw footage, it's yellow as hell. But also, um, with so many lights, you see shadows. So no more close-ups, no more medium shots, because if you put the camera here, you can literally see the shadow of the camera on the actor's face. So I watch films almost every day. Wow. I I'm not as industrious. I spend some other time watching animes and TV shows. So I've been watching Succession season 2, which is really good so far, and I've been watching Vivi, the Florid Eye song. That's an anime, and then I've been watching a lot of films though. I've never watched this many films in 1 year. Like I've watched so many films in 2021. I've never watched this much before in my entire life. Okay, I just watched Ikiru, which is amazing. Probably my favorite movie of all time, actually. But I don't want to be too bold to immediately claim that. Next movie I'm gonna watch. What's the next movie I'm gonna watch? Oh, I'm gonna watch one tonight. I'm gonna watch Kizumonogatari, uh, Sono San, uh, Reiketsen. Yes, yes. And then afterwards, I think I'm gonna watch In the Same Breath, which is a documentary that I've been wanting to watch for a very long time. You know, I think it came out in Toronto International Film Festival earlier this year or last year, and it's a documentary about China and how it sort of covers up the whole coronavirus thing. And I was like, damn, I need to watch this. So yes, I will watch this and review this. I should watch more documentaries too because documentaries is its own thing, you know. And I like documentaries sometimes. Here's what I say about script writing is that, or story writing in general, is that I don't write anything out of thin air. I don't go to sleep and then wake up with a story idea. That never happens. I have story ideas inspired by what's actually happening. So everything's born out of reality. You know, everything that's not reality is born out of reality. I mean, not only story but music as well. Watch and rewatch. I will rewatch if I have time. Yeah, I rewatched The Lighthouse earlier this year. Friggin' amazing. You know, if I want to rewatch one movie, I will rewatch Parasite. It's just such an experience. Also, Memories of Murder. I will rewatch them. Um, Actually, I kind of want to rewatch Slumdog Millionaire. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Um, but yeah, post production also sucks because all you do is just sit and wait. So much so that you kind of can't hold it in anymore and just release the short film yourself. Um, yeah. Um, and I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. I've been speaking for 29 minutes. I'm so talkative. I'm only testing my mic. What am I doing? Thanks for watching.